guys, thank you for coming back to my channel. In today's video, we'll be talking about why blacks should not trust the government. First off, I would like to say the government and its laws and policies are not made for people of color, for black people. So therefore, first of all, you shouldn't trust them because, for one, they didn't even have the courtesy to even include us into their law-making process. They didn't even have the courtesy to just think of us when they're making certain laws. So why would you trust someone that don't even care or don't even consider you in making policies? The government is our enemy, and we all know who runs the government. So those people that run the government are our enemy. It's sad to say, because I like to think of black people naturally. We don't naturally dislike or hate anyone. But over time, of course, with everything that we had to deal with as a culture, as a people, has caused us to hate and dislike people. But they're our enemy. So it's kind of, I look at it as like, why would I trust my enemy? I wouldn't even care if they were telling the truth. My first thought is nope, it's a lie. So black people need to know, they need to stop being so naive or so forgiving to the government and those that run the government, and thinking that they can forgive them and believe what they're saying. Although history showed this and that happened, but we still being lucky, go jolly and happy. The government is our enemy, and also, you know what I mean by the government, the people who run it, because they're our enemy. They constantly see us black people as a threat. For whatever reason, we're a threat. And so when anyone feels threatened, they're already going to have their guards up. They're going to look at you certain ways. They're going to label you and treat you, exclude you from different things. So it's just like, why? Why trust someone that don't even know what's going on in themselves, or that is so corrupt? So when you know that you're constantly being looked at negatively and you're labeled this and that, you're a thug, you're a hoodlum, and you don't know how to act, you ain't got no sense, you're not smart. Why steady generation after generation after generation continue to trust a government that don't really give a flying heck about us? We all know this, and it just confuses me, black people. Why do we steady keep trusting these people? They'll say something simple as, "Oh, y'all got to jump off the bridge, for your kids to go to school. You gonna have them parents jumping off the bridge because the government said it." It's like, nah, have a mind of your own. Don't just constantly think that because the government said it is correct. You want to do your research. You want to double check. Okay, well, they said this. Now let me go and do my research to make sure that it is correct. We have to make sure we're doing our research. We can't just believe anything. Like even as something as simple as your children need HPV shots and all this in order to be healthy. Like, what? That don't even sound right. Why do we steady keep trusting them? And that's what I really want to know. I want y'all to comment in the descriptions, in the comment box. Why do y'all steady keep trusting the government? It's time and time again that they have proven that they are evil bastards. That's what they are. They manipulate people. They definitely manipulate us and pride on us and just make sure that they have us in their little hand. Like, okay, yeah, I got the black people. So that's most important. Once the black people do it, everybody else will follow, because we are like we're sought after. Everyone wants to be black and act black and have the black culture. So if they can manipulate the black people, then that's all they need. Just ask yourself, does that really make sense? They purposely kill us, knowing that they will get away with it. If you don't know by now, the government knows a lot that goes on. They're actually in on a lot of things, and they don't care. They do not care, because if they did care, we would have government officials in office that will actually make a change for us. That will actually help. Okay, you know what? Help us get justice. This isn't right. We're in 2020, so this needs to be done. But they don't care, because they in on all that. They in on the sex trafficking. They in on the organ trafficking. They in on the prostitution. There's so many judges that is with that. They're even allowing the judges and the lawyers to have certain laws and policies to set us up, to trap us. Have these private prisons and that'll be funded if they constantly have the cells filled. Why would we want to trust such a thing in government like that? It ain't even the government. It's bigger than that. But I'm focusing on government today. It's like, why would we want to trust someone like that? We can't even trust them with the air that we breathe or the water that we drink. Look at Flint, Michigan. Or look at Allensworth. We can't even trust nothing. So why would we go with something as important as trusting them with our lives? Telling them what we have to do. This COVID-19 thing, for instance, you a dang fool if you really think that this thing exists. It's a distraction, you guys. And even if it did exist, and they made it up, first of all, they minister that it was part of the plan. Don't ever think for 1 minute the government don't know what's going on. It was part of the plan for them to do what they did, what it is they're trying to do. Whether you believe it's one world government, just whatever, have purge, whatever you think that's gonna happen, it's a distraction for us. Because I sit here in front of you, first of all, unhealthy, which is not good, but I'm just using an example. I'm not the healthiest that I could be, and I ain't got no dang coronavirus. I've been out, I've been doing what I need to do, I still can breathe, I'm fine. And it's just like, I've even heard stories of people getting called saying that they had the virus when they didn't even go get tested. It's like, what's really going on? I've heard stories of people, they passed away, their loved one passed away, and on their death certificate, it was basically due to COVID-19. No, this stuff is a cover-up. Why would you believe them? It's like, do y'all not know your history? I have a few on here. What did I have? And I'm jumping. That was like last. But it's like, the Tuskegee study is one, okay? Vaccinations is one. Why would we trust them? Organ trafficking, I already said that. And Allensworth. Why would we trust them? And they steady. And when they bummed us, I forgot the name of that city. I want to say it's in Oklahoma, but I didn't forgot. They bummed our little towns that we had. Why would we steady trust them? The 4 little girls. The government was in on that. And my point is, stop trusting the government if we have all this back history to show that they are not worthy of our trust. We shouldn't even be associating ourselves with them unless we're trying to, manipulate them, get what we got to do to help our people. It's like, why associate ourselves with the government and the people that run the government? Ask yourself that. You ought to feel bad as a people, as a black people, to know that you constantly playing the dang fool, being stupid, trusting a government that don't give a crap about you. Those past mirrors that they giving us and vaccination shots, they're likely to. Oh, does this make me think of a movie? But let me finish my thought. They're likely to be experimenting with our tissues, black woman. I no longer get past mirrors. It's been years since I got past mirrors. You know why? Because my body naturally gets rid of whatever needs to be done. And if I eat right, which I'm on a path of trying to do, my body would take care of all that. You got natural herbs and teas. You got your fruits and vegetables. That's our medicine. And it's making me think of a movie I just saw recently, but it was real life. It was this black lady, and to this day, her cells or something cures different diseases and things like that. But she was sick or something, and they took her cells. Her family to this day still ain't got paid for it. And her cell is the only cell that is still living or something like that. And it's like, had they not did their research, they wouldn't, their experiments, they wouldn't know about that. It is just so much more to it. It's like the government, you can't trust, all I can say is they know what they're doing, and they know that if they continue to freak the people out, if they continue to make it seem like something is serious, or if they get a black face to it, then they know that they have us in their hand, and that we'll become their puppet, and we'll do whatever it is that they want us to do. We got to really start just questioning things. Read up on your history, or read up on some books and how just the creator worked and how the universe worked. That the universe would not really, yes, granted the universe is jacked up because of what we do, and what the government allowed to happen, but the universe knows how to heal itself. Now, granted, like I said, it's going to take a lot, but the universe can heal itself. There's natural ways to do things. There's so many leaders out there that you can follow that will help you awakening your mind. There's people like Yada Awakening that I even told y'all about. Is Yada_Awakening. There's people like Internal Showers that you can go to for herbs. There's so many people that you can follow. You can follow Dr. Umar Johnson. You can follow Yureen Kareem, but now Unity Walk. Look them up on Instagram. Just to get your history, just to do research. Read some books. There's so many books out there for us to read, and just to get that information to where you can at least take a pause back. What is his name? Father of Medicine. Dr. Sabi. There's just so many things that we can return back to where when the government is telling you, let me tell y'all this one thing. So when I had my daughter, that's when I was pregnant with her, I did a lot of things different. I didn't take the prenatal pills. I didn't take that glucose test, whatever, where that clearly say when you're pregnant, don't take. I didn't do a lot of things, but I remember I had my daughter. And I think they said she had a little jaundice or something. I forgot the term for it. And I was like, okay, well, they already knew at this point, like, I wasn't really going to take whatever they said I should have. So I say, I asked the doctor, I say, is there a natural way? Can you just tell me what to do? And she was like, just put your daughter in the sun. Let her get that vitamin D. I was like, thank you. I did that and she was fine. It's like my daughter never had a vaccination. And I don't care what you idiot parents, because you idiot if you think that vaccination is helping your daughter. I'm sorry. But respectfully, you're an idiot to trust the government to put a dang poison in your body that you think that's helping you. Nah. It's an experiment and it's poison in our body. But my daughter ain't never had no vaccination and she is fine. When my daughter was born, my daughter's father was on them. It got so bad to the point they didn't even ask to leave the room because they know my daughter dad was going to be right behind them. There are so many natural things. I don't know how I got on this. I'm way off track, but so much natural things that we can do to help us. But back to the government. Don't trust the government. They're just greedy. They're evil. It's just like they're just out to whatever, how much money they can get, how much power, leadership. That's all they're about. They don't care about these towns that are sitting next to garbage drop, I don't know what to call them, but where they drop the garbage at, and all those chemicals are harming them, or the fact that we don't have clean water, or the fact that our children are getting fed horrible toxic lunches for breakfast and snack, and they don't care about none of that. They don't care about the education that our people our children that are living in poverty get. They don't care about making sure that we live a healthier lifestyle, that PE and yoga and meditation is part of it, and that fruits and vegetables should be our main course meal. They don't care about none of that. They don't care about the teachers that they hire to teach our children. It's like, what is really going on? Why do we study time and time again? And it's so much broader than now. All of a sudden my mind went blank that I was meaning to talk about. But it's just so much that we can sit here and talk about the government. Just stop trusting them. Rest assured that they know everything that's going on. People over here having family reunions and stuff. I also have on here, I already said that most important, they're our enemy. You shouldn't trust someone who lied to you. I'm going to ask a simple question. Black people, you know, if your homegirl had lied to you and betrayed you, that's the end of it. So why can't we do that with the government? Why? We can't even trust them for us to get justice. Going back as far as, which is still kind of recent, but still long ago, to where we can't even get justice for Emmett Till. Where it's like, what are we doing? Why can't we understand that this is just, it's just something we got to wake up to? We can't even trust them with our lives as far as to think that and believe that, you know what, if something get done wrong, that I know I'm going to get justice. I got 2 sons. I know for a fact that something happened to them that first of all, I'm going to have to represent them if I can and make sure that they get the justice that they deserve, because the government ain't going to do that. All them attorneys that y'all get for free, they don't care. It's just, we just another paycheck in their pocket. They're going to try to give, this is how the government work. I'm not, without getting too off track, because I'll talk about that in another video. They're going to try to charge you with so much that they can, and therefore, when it comes to your trial or the negotiation part, they're going to say, okay, well, we're going to take off this, just to make it seem like they did something, when all along, you didn't have to get charged with nothing. It's just so many different things, like, you just can't trust them. They're killing our brothers, our husbands, our uncles up in prison, treating them bad, putting them in certain situations to where they know mentally they're going to go crazy. You can't even trust the government. I think it was Nixon who got rid of all the mental hospitals back in the 60s or 70s, I believe. And now you got so many people, mental illness, people that are walking around that need that help, they can't even get it. Well, really all along, we just need that tender loving care. We need that nature. We need that meditation and that yoga and that tea and good spirits around us and that sage, really. But government is so detached from humanity. It's really nowadays, what can you get from the people and how can you get it and how can you destroy so many people while you're doing it? How much money and how much power can I get? They don't care about nothing. To the point where what was it, the black doctor that came out about a month ago about the coronavirus and how it could be cured. It wasn't really. Yeah, I hope this makes sense. I just found out my camera turned off. I don't know. So I don't know what y'all heard, but I'm just gonna continue what I was trying to say. Like I said, my camera was off. I don't know how it turned off. It was fine. But my point is, don't trust the government. There's just so much evidence out there to prove that they cannot be trusted. That they're only in there to see what they can get. We can't even trust them with our babies. They're pumping our babies up with poison. Even from the baby milk, the infant milk and Similac. Now they're trying to say now organic or now. No, what about from the beginning? For generations and years, y'all been poisoning our babies with this stuff. But yet y'all want us to trust them, from baby products and Johnson's & Johnson's and to our food, to our medicines, all to the toxins that's in our food, all that stuff. The government know what's in there and they're still allowing it to be given to us. Even to our precious fruit. Like, that's even messed up now. It's like, what can we have that the government won't mess up? From water to the water, the air. It's like, god dang, y'all so messed up as a people. And y'all know who I'm talking about, because y'all know who run the government. That y'all can't sit back and just let things be. Let nature do what it gotta do. That's why the world is just so messed up. It's like the creator is done with us. We have got to question everything that is given to us, black people. One thing, a lot of people, especially when it comes to like doctors or lawyers or whatever, when I'm dealing with people, I always ask why. And it seems like when I ask why, that's when it becomes a problem. But I like to ask why and be like, okay, well, where does it say that at? Is it a law? What's going on? Because I'm not about to just sit up here. I'm not about to be your puppet. You're not about to convince me that something that don't even sound right is true for me or for my children. No, it's not happening like that. You're going to have to prove to me, like, this is what it is. Okay, this is part of it. And I don't believe nothing the government say. They could be actually telling the truth. My first initial thought is it's a lie. I don't know. I just want my people to just realize and wake up. We got to stop trusting them. I'm hoping that y'all heard something. I'm about to go back and edit it. I was literally talking for like 20 minutes. But y'all know not to trust your enemy. And if you trust them, start to just do your research to where you find out the truth yourself. That's all I can say. I hope this video made sense. I'm already upset if I got to redo it. But y'all, just pay attention. You shouldn't trust anybody that lied to you. Where you have evidence that they don't care, that they steady just doing whatever they can to destroy you. And y'all may say black people do the same thing, but black people, naturally, we're not evil like that. We just got a dysfunction going on as a culture. We got that bad energy and negative spirit that as a culture, we got that got to be cured. But naturally, we know how to come together. We're not evil beings like that. And it's just like we just got to learn to wake up and understand the truth and don't trust the government.